Hey guys, it's Kelly. I am finally back with a process video. Today I am joining Audrey with her Summer Scrapping 21 Days of Summer videos. It is day 13 and I am going to be scrapbooking something a little bit different maybe that you would think with summer, but this is my summer and summer revolves around softball. So this photo was of my daughter and her team when they won one of the tournaments that they've been in. When this goes up on Friday, I will actually be in Asheville, North Carolina for another tournament. And yeah, that's just kind of what our summers are made up of for the past couple of years, and it's basically softball and tournaments. So I just had to cut out a whole bunch of you staring at my wall. I have not used my tripod. It's not a tripod, but I have not used my camera holder, and I was backing some of the stars and it kind of fell over, and I haven't scrapped in so long I didn't pay attention to it. So I'm sorry about that, but the only thing you saw me or would have seen me do is trace out some stars and glue them behind the cut file. So the cut file I did use is from Paige Evans, and I did not back all of the stars, I just backed some of them. And what I thought I was going to do was do something similar to Missy Whidden and do some distress inks on the background and let some of the, the color peek in from behind the stars. But the colors that I have didn't exactly work with this Pink Fresh collection or all the different things that I'm pulling out, so I decided not to. I wanted to get inky, I wanted to play. It's been probably almost a month since I've scrapbooked. I have been just really busy with my mom. As of Friday, we will have signed the papers for her house to be closed on, so that is a big stress for me that has been taken care of. So everything has been moved out of the house, which is really good, and hopefully things will start settling down for me. And I will be back at a point where I will be able to start uploading videos on a more regular basis. So I'm just taking these Pink Fresh stars. I pulled out I have a folder with just some of the newer Pink Fresh collections. I don't have a bunch of any one collection, but a lot of the Pink Fresh collections will seem to just go well together. And so what I am doing is I wanted to add a few more of the puffy stars around the circle of stars, and I decided to just glue down a few of them because I'm going to go take it to my machine and just do some messy circles. And I'm just kind of showing you some of the lines that I'm going to try to follow. So one of the things that you may not have seen me do, I have lost the top to my fine line bottle. So, and I know it's somewhere on my messy desk, but I just took a straight pin that has that little teeny tiny head, and the head is just large enough to where it won't go all the way down. And I just poke it in to, the tip, and it helps it not clog. So if you lose your tip, or if you lose your top, I can't speak today, you can do that as well. I know the top will show up, it just, I need to clean that area, and it's just not going to happen just yet. So I wanted some more layers behind the photo. I have backed it with one of the Pink Fresh 6x6 papers, but I wanted something else, so I just did some tissue paper, and I did 2 layers of tissue paper. And I'm not sure how well you can see the detail in the screen, but off camera you can really tell, and it adds just a little bit more of visual interest without adding more color, since there's a decent amount of color already on the page. So what I am doing off camera, again, I apologize, but like I said, I have not been scrapping in about a month, so I forget sometimes where to keep my hands. I just trimmed off the straps to the camera. Where I wanted to put the camera, it was not going to work. The straps were going to go off the page, and I thought it would look silly if I, trimmed that little section off. So I just trimmed around the camera, and then I backed it onto some white cardstock. And the reason why I did that was just to give it a little bit of a white border, and I thought that it would just make that camera pop out a little bit more. The other reason I wanted to use that camera was to help pull in some of those darker blue stars, and when I put the camera in that right hand cluster, it just really helps to bring everything together with that dark pop of color, and I love the way that it ends up looking. You know, I've said before that sports pages, or you know, like themed pages like softball or my son's band pages are some of my hardest ones to do, because I feel like I'm restricted by the colors. And so I've been really trying to make a conscious effort on doing more of these pages, but not and like letting the rules of color go out of the window. So the uniform is like a darker red with gray pants, and so I just have, you know, the darker blue and little pops of that red, but in a muted color. And I think it works, and it just goes to show that your colors don't have to match 100%. You can find things to work, just try not to you know, be so rigid like I have been, and go out of your comfort zone a little bit, and hopefully you can find something that will work just like I did. So I'm taking these sequins by Spiegel Mom Scraps, and I just wanted to put a few of those also around the stitched hearts. You know, when you use a cut file like this, your embellishments are pretty much done for you. You know, there's not a whole lot that you can do. I'm just trying to figure out where else I can put another of those sketchy stars. I like it and I really want to use it, but I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to move them around yet again. Just because I feel like the blue needs to be balanced, and in that upper left hand corner I've got two pinkish red items side by side, so I'm just going to be moving those around. I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but how proud I was of myself for just sticking sequins down and gluing them. You guys know that I have issues with that, but today I was like, you know what, I don't have time. I'm just going to, you know, put them down where I think they need to be, and it really worked. It worked well, so I'm going to try to keep that in mind the next time I do it. So the one thing that I add off camera is a title. I was looking back after I had stopped and I realized that I didn't have anything. So on a yellow label, I just took some of the small Pink Fresh Studio Puffy Alphas and just put Champs, and it's right underneath that little red strip and that cluster up top. And I add some gold Heidi Swap Color Shine. So be sure and check out Audrey's channel. She has had a wonderful series. She is like the queen of these series and getting, you know, a whole bunch of pages done. So I will link her channel below. And thanks so much for stopping by. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. I just want to let you know I've read your comments. I just have not had a chance to respond to them all. So thank you so much for all of your kind words. They really do mean a lot to me. So I hope you guys have a great day, and I will be seeing you soon. And don't forget to check out Audrey's channel as well. Take care. Bye.